5 seconds. स्टार्ट. थोड़ा स्पीड रखेंगे इस मैटर में, ठीक है? स्टार्ट. I am glad that the government is thinking in terms of the small growers. By all means, give them representation, but let not an attempt be made as though the bigger growers are not looking after the interest of the small growers, because that is far from the truth. If the coffee board has achieved one grand result, it is to rehabilitate and help the small growers. So far as the question of payment from the pool is concerned, the small grower gets the full amount due according to the costing the moment he delivers the coffee. There is a separate method of costing and the whole amount is paid immediately, whereas in the case of the bigger growers it is not so. Payments are made as and when coffee is sold in the market and abroad. Supposing this ad was not there for the small grower, what would have happened? He would have had to make distress sales. He would have had to take whatever the market was able to offer, and he would not have had the benefit of export prices, which rule as much as 100% cover over and above the home prices. The prices of coffee abroad is twice as much as it is in India. The small grower would not have had the ghost of a chance of getting higher prices by the sale of coffee to foreign countries. Not only that, he also gets his basic prices immediately on delivery of the coffee to the pool. Over and above all this, he gets the benefit of all the scientific research which he would not have otherwise got. He gets all the aid from the bigger growers because, as my honorable friend said yesterday, it is to the advantage of the bigger planters to help them smaller ones. There is a disease which is communicable and which can destroy the neighboring states. So, in these multifarious ways, and small growers are today helped, and they are immensely thankful to the bigger growers and to the coffee board. Now, a bigger growers and to the coffee board. Now, a special plea is sought to be entered on behalf of the small growers. What I say is that we can have representation for small growers on the board. That is perfectly right, but let there be no suggestion whatever to the effect that the cause of the small growers was neglected. That is not correct. As regards financial aid, that is a state problem, that is a union problem, that is a problem for the whole of the country in respect of all developmental activities. One thing I must say, and that is that there are obvious limitations for the small growers. The acreage is limited and they cannot spread beyond that. They have got their paddy fields and their plantain gardens, and so, due to limitations, they cannot spread over. Any development of coffee means to a large acreage, and that is not available to small growers.